Alright, so I have been looking through the document and I realized based on the last video, this might actually be an important topic to talk about. It has been a personal interest of mine for a while, so I might as well take this professionally. Now, let's start fresh. Existentialism. The concepts of existence in existentialism. Analyzing the freedom, meaning, and authenticity in existentialist thought by Ahmed Mohamed Nasidi, majoring electronics engineering, blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff. Let's move down to our introduction, right? Now, the background to this study was actually, let me just recite the background of the study. It all begins with the question of existence has been a central concern in philosophy, particularly within the school of existentialism. Unlike traditional metaphysical approaches that seek to define essence before existence, existentialism asserts that existence precedes essence. This means that humans are not born with a predetermined nature of purpose, rather, they define themselves through choices and actions. This idea challenges classical philosophical notions of human identity and responsibility, emphasizing the subjective experience of existence. I guess what Jean Paul Sartre is talking about here, I can't pronounce his name properly. Again, I've already read this. Let me just refresh it. Is that one is not born with a predetermined um, purpose in life, unless you're a Muslim, of course. Uh, Even in as a Muslim, you aren't just born to be a doctor or something like that. Sure, your purpose in life, your main purpose in life should be to worship Allah. But aside from that, we're talking about the minor stuff, focus on your day to day life. You aren't born with a predetermined purpose, right? You're built, you're defined by your choices and actions, or the choices and actions that you have taken and led to where you are right now. It's sort of like if your life was a building, yeah? The building blocks of that building would be choices and actions. They are the bricks that are layered upon each other to build one big structure at the end of the day. So, existentialist thought emerged as a response to the increasing alienation and absurdity of modern life, particularly in the wake of World War II. Thinkers like Jean-Paul Sartre, Martin Heidegger, and Soren Kierkegaard explored themes of freedom, anxiety, and authenticity in human existence. For Kierkegaard, existence is tied leap to the leap of faith, the idea that individuals must create a meaning in a world devoid of inherent purpose. Heidegger further expanded this discussion by introducing the concept of being in the world, Dasein, arguing that human existence is defined by its relation to time and death. Indeed, for some of us, life is defined by what you want to become, what you want to be seen as at the end of the day, or what you want to become before death, or something like that. Now, I'm just going to end this at a couple of paragraphs down here. Now, the key concern in existentialist thought is the absurd, the conflict between humans' desire for meaning and the apparent meaninglessness of the universe. Albert Camus described this as the absurd condition, where individuals must confront the lack of inherent order in existence and create meaning despite this realization. Now, Jean-Paul Sartre, I'm not sure, developed this idea in his concept of radical freedom, arguing that because there are no external determinants of human purpose, except religion, individuals are completely responsible for their actions. This freedom, however, leads to anguish. the weight of absolute responsibility for defining one's self. The significance of existentialist thought extends beyond philosophy, influencing literature, psychology, and even political thought. Figures such as Simone de Beauvoir applied existentialist principles to feminist theory, arguing that women, like men, must actively construct their own identity rather than conform to societal, socially imposed rules. In psychology, existential therapy, pioneered by Viktor Frankl, I think, uses existentialist ideas to help I uses existentialist ideas to help individuals find meaning in suffering. Despite its profound insight, existentialism has faced criticism for its emphasis on subjectivity and individualism, which some argue leads to moral relativism. Others suggest that its rejection of absolute meaning creates a sense of despair rather than empowerment. However, its enduring influence suggests that existentialist thought continue to shape discussions on human nature, ethics, and personal responsibility. Now, this study aims to critically examine the concept of existence in existentialist philosophy, analyzing its implications for self definition, freedom, and meaning making in a world that often appears indifferent to human concerns. Now, if you guys particularly like this one, you can put it down in the comment section and tell me if we should talk more about this because it's a very, very long research. Thank you.